Hello, in this video we're going to make a background that looks just like this, all these nice organized colored boxes, out of a blank screen in about 5 minutes or less using Google Slides. So here's how we do it. First thing we're going to do is go to Insert, Shape. We're going to grab a shape, and we're going to get this one right here. And it doesn't matter what size I make it because I will use format options. So I'm going to go over here to format options as long as I've clicked on my shape, and I'm going to make this one 1 by 1. That makes it a square. Then I'm going to take this shape and I'm going to duplicate it. Control C, Control V, 3, 4, 5. I want 5 of them. So let's take one down here, and I'm going to put one where I want the top to bottom to be and one up where the top is. Then instead of messing with them at all, I'm going to go ahead and grab them all. Then I'm going to right click and click distribute. And I'm going to distribute them vertically. And that distributes them like this. Then while they're all still selected, I'm going to align them horizontally in the center. So now they're all aligned. That's very good. Now I'm going to take these, they're still all selected. I'll do Control C, Control V. And I will kind of put these together like that. Then I'm going to grab both of these together. So now I've got both of them copied and put them there. And then what I'm doing is I'm looking to make sure that they are aligned the same way by looking for this little blue bar that shows up that tells me the distances are right. Then I'm going to grab all 4 of these, go Control C, Control V, and they look good. Now let's center this whole thing. So I'm going to take all of them and I'm going to right click. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to take all of them. And then I'm going to go over here to position. Normally it looks like this, and normally it's defaulted like that. So position, I'm going to change where it says top left to center, and I'm going to make sure that it says 0 for X and 0 for Y. So now this whole thing is positioned correctly. Now I also want a drop shadow on these, so I'll go down here to drop shadow, which looks normally like this. I will click it. And I'm going to change my bar radius, my blur radius to 8. I like that. Now let's turn them all white, at least for right now, so they look all white. And let's get rid of the border by just clicking on the border color and making that transparent. Good. So now I'm almost there. So now let's make the colors look good. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go click on one, and then I'm going to hold Control down, and I'm going to click these diagonals like this, 3 and 4. And I'm going to come up here to my fill color, and I'm going to go yellow, but I'm going to make it an opaque yellow, so or a more subdued yellow. So after I click yellow, I'm going to go to custom, and when I do that, I can go down here and make this a nice, prettier looking yellow. So a lot easier on the eyes than that bright yellow. And one thing you'll notice when you do that is that you end up with these, your custom colors are saved. So I've already done a few, so they've all been saved. But as you do them, you'll save up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can save up to 8 additional custom colors. So I've already done this process. So now when I do this one here, I can go here, 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 and here. I'm holding Control down while I do that. So I'm going to go and I'll make these this pretty custom green. And then I'm going to go here, here, here. Again, I'm holding Control down, and I'm going to make this one, this blue, thing here, 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 here. And I will make this one pink. And I'm going to continue on, and in just a second, I will have my pretty looking board that looks just like this. And of course, you can do different colors or whatever. And you may wonder, like, what am I going to use this for? Well, you could use this to make a background. You can use this to make a link panel. A lot of kids like to have. In fact, I have my own link panel where all of the things and the websites and the tools that I use a lot, I would go and I'll just, add some text to something like this. Let's say Google Docs, and then I'll just go here and then go up and add a hyperlink to Google Docs. And that way, to get to Google Docs, instead of doing the normal way, I would just click on this. I'll open this link panel, and do it that way. There's all sorts of different things you can use. And of course, you can also use these concepts to organize lots of different things, different shapes or different objects or whatever, even different words and text boxes and all sorts of things on Google Slides. And so the point of this really was to show you how fast you can organize really disorganized things. You can do that really, really quickly instead of taking a lot of time with these tools. Another thing that's very handy is when we look over at this format bar, if I close everything here, so this is usually hidden, but if I wanted to change something, like let's say that I wanted to move these over here just slightly over to the left. So I could select them all and then go to Format Options and go to Position. And here from the center, the x-axis is minus 3.85 and the y is 0, which means that they're 3.85 to the left and right in the center, this whole bar is here. So if I wanted to move it farther to the left, I could maybe go, these would be like pixels, so I can go 3.95, and it moves it a little bit to the left. If I wanted to get it closer, it was 3.85, I can go 3.8, so that would be a little bit closer. And that's one way of manually moving and adjusting things, especially if you wanted to get something that is very, very precise. You can easily do something by using this position and move the X and the Y. Because sometimes just trying to use these toggles or just to grab the whole object, like if I wanted this to be perfectly in line here, it's kind of hard sometimes, depending on the size of the objects, to line things up. I can try, and maybe I'm a little bit off. So if I want it to be in exactly the same spot, there's a couple things that I can do. Like if I notice this one's higher than this one, I could click on this one, and this is minus 2.12 on the y-axis, and this one's minus 2.16. So I could just change this to a 2.12, and that would fix it. So there's a lot of handy things in format options that you can utilize. So hope this helped, especially with the organization of these things here. And good luck.